All right, I'm starting it at an angle so that this time I can actually literally have my video. Wow, are we having a dark night of the soul together? Look at that darkness. I'm trying to use my elbow to turn the light and it's not even working. Okay, so I wanted to, yeah, don't mind the ceiling. I don't even know what happened. It's something weird. Something like the metal is like a part of the, like an extension of the ceiling because there was just a hole at some point. Literally, why? I don't know. You know. Yeah, my shirt's probably dirty. I don't know. It's a black shirt, so like I don't think that's too bad. I don't know. I don't know. You know, I don't know. It's like I don't know what time it is. I'm gonna find out. It's Celeste anyway. I'm Celeste, not you. It's 7:35. It's 7:35. Anyway, I'm literally wearing a black shirt just like yesterday, just a different one. You know why? Because I live the same day every day. That's why I'm drinking hot lemon water in the same mug. Because I live the same day every day. But I was just eating candy, like hard candy. So I'm gonna brush my teeth. And then I'm probably gonna do something with my hair because it doesn't look as cute as it could right now. It could be better. Everything could be better, I don't know. There's like so much like chaperone like in my head right now. I was like, do you want to see my tattoos? The hole in the shirt. dancing to the very musical water faucet? You don't do that? You should have already been doing that. It's not my problem if you're not. You're missing a few updates there. You're missing a few updates that we got there in the collective, you know, and you should really already have those downloaded by now. I'm not gonna like add anything to my hair because I already put conditioner in it when I took a shower. So, and I brushed it all out. So it's like fluffy, but you're just gonna not have a preference. That's the plan. I'll be back. I gotta like dry off my glasses too, because I hate when there's like little water spots on there. Like, why does that even happen? Science. The world's gotta be realistic somehow, huh? I don't know, I have a random theory, right? Because like simulation theory, right, combined with the idea that life can be like unequally realistic, assuming the simulation theory, then life could be unequally realistic for different people, like based on their own personal experience and based on what they're personally going to believe. It's a theory I have. It's a working theory. I'm still figuring out the details, okay? I'm still figuring out where I think that comes from or why or how, right? And it's all hypothetical. But I'm still deciding like what I want the actual theory to be. Still. Okay, this is so hot. I have to switch sides because I'm just gonna like carry you away. Swept off your feet. Huh? Swept off your feet. It's because you like me so much. That's how it works. That's literally how it works. If you didn't know. And you should have already known because I don't think you're that stupid. I don't like to think of you that way, at least, but hey, you can prove me wrong any day of the week because you already are. I don't know. I like to just like have the camera on and just like insult the camera, even though literally who's gonna be watching the video? Anybody, I don't know. So this is wax base. You guys already know about this if you watched my other video that I literally did yesterday. Actually, I don't think you guys know about it because I didn't tell the story, but I don't remember if I did, so there's no point in like retelling the story because if it's not important, you just don't need to know. You know? I'm pretty sure it's Friday, and it's 7:44 p.m. Is it embarrassing that I'm 22 and this is my Friday night, when it's the same thing as my yesterday night? It might not be Friday. I have no idea what day of the week it is. Because most of my days literally look the same. Like, I'm not even doing that much. That's why I want to save money and move to an area where I could just, like, do more. And, like, I don't know. Like, I feel like where I'm currently at, I'm literally doing nothing. So it's like, why be in the area if I'm literally doing nothing? Like, I have friends, I know people, but we're not like hanging out. So either those people can come with me or they can stay here. you know, and then maybe we'll hang out if they literally get on an airplane to like hang out with me. Like I feel like that's more likely to happen after I move than right now. And I don't even know why, but the energy is so stagnant. It's like the universe waiting for like me to make the leap, right? Make the jump. And then it's like all my friends who are here are either, I don't know, imagine they just come with me, like that'd be so fun. Imagine they just come to like literally get on an airplane to like come to hang out with me. Like I feel like that is so much more likely to happen. Why is that so much more likely to happen than like us just both, I'm available every day, so like the odds of them being available at all, kind of unlikely. Not because they don't like me, I don't think, but hey, who knows? They seem like they like me when we talk, like, not in person though, so, you know. Like, it's the same people I could talk to like literally all day, but then they're like busy to hang out, or we just never finish the conversation because we're both like working on something different. Like, I don't know, we're both unmotivated, like in each situation, right? It's like me and the other person will be like unmotivated often to like actually make it happen, but then we'll talk about making it happen every day. What am I doing? Thinking about like how I can literally carry this, and you, but keep the camera like oriented the right way. Okay. I got strategy. You don't even have strategy like that. You wouldn't even know. You wouldn't know anything like that. We're gonna do something. All right. So I already came up with an idea of what we're doing. Get out of here, gross MacBook. Get out of here. You're not even meant to be here right now. You're not even important, MacBook. We're gonna do something crazy. Did you see the aura that fire has? Fire, I don't know, fire's cool. Fire's like pretty decent, you know. Like, fire is maybe like top 5. No, maybe like top 10, I don't know. Fire is like something I kind of like, you know? Like, it's like on the list, I guess, technically. Oh, I haven't decided yet. Okay, so here's the deal. Wait, you're gonna move backwards. We're gonna make this work. You're gonna be confused, but we're gonna make this work. Okay, I have too many objects. Too many objects. Go away, nasty crystals. No one even likes you. Go away. Okay. Wait. That's so funny. That's so funny. That's hilarious. I don't know why. That's literally so funny. Okay, next. Okay, next. This is a spell bottle. It's not a bottle, but it's a bag. But it's the same thing. And it's not closed up yet, so we're going to literally, it's basically trashed because I'm trying something new where, considering that I found it very almost impossible to even believe in my own magic at all. Whoa. 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 What? That's supposed to be connected to the wall. For the curtains, the actual curtains, to be hung up by anything. I wasn't even gonna talk about it, but that brings me to a very funny, wow. I'm concerned about the curtains because I've actually very shortly had no curtains in this room before. Only because I decided I had the bright idea. There's so many stories combining it right now. Okay, so these curtains I got when I was little. My brother and I shared this room when we were little. I was probably like 8 or 9 when these curtains were bought. Okay, now they're literally just like, not, I don't know, I wouldn't consider them like the best quality, but they were supposed to be super like, what do you call it, airproof? That doesn't mean anything, right? Like, it was supposed to be like, it could like not let light in or something. That made my hand hurt, my palm. That literally made my palm hurt. Okay, weird. Literally made my left palm hurt for no reason that I know of. Anyway, who knows? Anyway, so they were supposed to like not let light in. Fun fact, they don't necessarily not let light in. It's just fabric on one side. On the other side, it's like powder. Literally, I don't know if there's a purpose to this, if someone understands it. There's like powder on the other side. That's like, I don't know if that's like broken or that's the design or like it's a flaw or that's the design. But it's like curtain on the inside, powder on the outside to hopefully maybe make it like light resistant. What does that even mean? Like, don't let the light in. Like, what does that even mean? What does that even mean? I feel like, what does that even mean? Like, you know what I'm saying? What does that even mean? I don't know. Super weird. Anyway, I don't know. What is, okay. So, I guess like to decipher what does it mean that the curtains, to my knowledge, are newly messed up to this degree. Like, that means there's only one side holding the entire thing. It's balancing. How is it balancing? That's mystical too, because only on my right now, is it connected to the wall. So theoretically, that side, because the middle, it only connects in 3 places. In the middle, on the left, and on the right. Only the right is connected to the wall. The left, not connected to the wall at all. The middle, not connected to the wall at all. So theoretically, it should be like that, right? Like tilted down, maybe? It's not. It's like this. What does it mean? What is that? How is it going up? How is it going up where it's not connected to the wall? The fact that it's going up instead of down where it's not connected to the wall is what's stopping it from falling. I don't think that's how gravity is supposed to be. I don't think that's gravity. That's not gravity. Anyway, that's not even the story. So I had these curtains like all my life since I was a little kid, okay? Why is there hair on my lip gloss? The hair on my lip gloss, I can't even find it. We're going with it. We're going to have to be, like, I'm gonna have to be fine with that. Hair on my lip gloss. I don't think you guys can see it. So, yeah. These curtains, anyway, once I moved out of my mom's house and lived here completely, basically, you wanna know what? I noticed, I don't know if I was 20 or 21 when I noticed this, but these curtains, the powder is like coming off and it's like everywhere. So in my brain, I was like, that's gonna be so bad because then the powder from the curtains, whatever chemical it is going to be in the air. So you know what I need to do? Well, I can't really throw away the curtains because then I won't have curtains. So I'm gonna wash the curtains in the washing machine. Again, there's hair on my lips, literally. Hair on my lips, literally. I don't know, I'm super weirded out by this story, that's why I'm still telling it. So, what happened when I took down the curtains I immediately felt an energy shift in the room. And I'm talking about this like no place else. Like, I'm used to not having curtains places, because at my mom's house, like, around the living room, there's never any blinds, there's never any curtains, there never have been for years, ever. Like, I've never seen blinds or curtains in the living room. And can you feel a very slight energy shift there, like 1%? Yes. But I took down these curtains, and immediately before I even put them in the washing machine, as I was physically doing it, I could feel the energy shifting in the room. Like, I'm not kidding. So this was like an 80%, 90% chance compared to the 1% difference at my mom's house of like, how would it feel if there were curtains? And I don't know why that is. And I could feel evil eye. And in that moment, through clairaudience, there was no protection, so I could just hear random evil eye too. And which only happens when there's literally no protection somewhere for me. Like, that's not obviously, you know, my everyday experience. That was just when I took the curtains down, and only for the duration of time that I had the curtains down, which was literally like less than 24 hours. It's probably like 8 hours. Why? Because it was nighttime when I took them down. So like I just slept one night with the curtains like off, slept perfectly fine, but I could just feel the evil eye. And I was like, who? And the problem is I didn't know who it was coming from. Like, it didn't make sense, right? Because normally evil eye, obviously, like, it has to have a human source. But this could have been evil eye from anyone. Like, there was no identifying who it was from, but I knew as soon as I put the curtains back on, it would go away. And it was true that the exact moment I put the curtains back on, it went away. So that's super spiritual that happened. But who hates me and my bloodline so much? Who hates me and my bloodline so much that they put a curse on the house to be that open to evil eye if there's not curtains, but like it's not a strong enough curse if there's curtains, like it can't do anything. And if there's curtains and you open the curtains and the curtains are still up, the evil eye can't get you. But if you physically take the curtains off, it can. So then why? Or the literal pieces connecting that have been connected all my life, holding the curtains on, why are those falling off now? Out of nowhere. What changed? Who hates my family that much? And why is it changing right now that it's almost like they're winning in this moment, right? Like, if you think about it, like, obviously, like, theoretically, like, it's just a joke, you know, like, but you know what I'm saying, though, like, if you think about the, like, timeline of all of that, it's kind of weird. Like, I have a right to be like, what the fuck, you know, like, it's like blocking my throat chakra, dude. But that evil eye was not from me towards myself. That evil eye was not towards my friends or from my friends in any capacity. Or people that I even, was it like, it's gotta be like not from people related to me, not from people like that I've ever met. Is this like some historical curse that's like somebody at some point like projected so much evil eye onto my family that it's like a thing? Like, what's going on? Like, that's how I felt in the moment, because it was literally like the third eye. That's what scares me. There's so much energy when I take off the curtains that in this room, I almost feel like it could like break someone's chakras if they're not strong enough, if the curtains randomly like fell down, because it's that much like these curtains are doing the work of the gods, and I don't know why or how. Like, I would be fine because I've literally already taken off the curtains and I was fine because I can cope with like extreme levels of evil eye. It's just, why is it there and where is it coming from? And when is it coming from? It's more of like a time period thing that I'm having like That's where I'm caught, because I don't really care who it's from. Even if it's from like a friend or something, I'd be like, you know what? Like, I love you, I respect you, I'm sure there's probably a reason why you're sending me like evil eye. I'm just gonna take care of that on my own. Like, so much love for you, right? But it's not like, why is there something floating in my water? It just looked like bubbles anyway, but I just, my brain, too paranoid. I'm like, why is there bubbles in my water? Like, I'm gonna like get those out. Like, what are the bubbles gonna do? Nothing. Nothing. Anyway, it's more of a time period thing that bothers me, because this is like evil eye that is like so strong that it's like past, present, future. Like, what time is it coming from? Get it? Like, that's where I'm at, where I'm like, what do you mean you hate me so much? I don't think I've met anyone who hates me that much. like I don't think anyone is like genuinely had it out for me to that degree. Like, I'm not saying nobody has ever like disliked me. Well, I mean, there have been, see, I see it as the people who didn't like me had their own issues, so it's not about me. Like, that's already how I see it. Like, it's just not about me. Like, maybe they just had their own issues. Maybe it was never about me and they just had their own problems that they couldn't even work out, so they thought on the remix they were gonna project it onto me, make it about me, you know, like, it doesn't make sense. So who in the future is gonna hate me so much? Hopefully nobody. Like, what do you mean? Well, I guess to be known is to be liked and disliked by the collective, but I just feel like my energy naturally like alchemizes some of that enough. So what is it? What is it? Like, where is it coming from? What is it? What's going on? I don't know. I'm gonna plug in my phone, because the last thing I want is to like drain more of the battery than I'm even aware of, and just like find out, you know? Wow. The best thing I love, having no control over the camera angle, it just takes over on its own. Anyway, yeah, like, I'm grateful that I've had these very powerful curtains all my life. I just can't believe that the amount of evil eye they've been keeping out has been like slowly getting more and stronger. Like, it's become more strong and there's more of it now. Like, it was like barely even there before. Like, I'm really like, I'm missing the point here. If there's something I'm supposed to like know about that or learn about that or understand about that, I'm missing the point. Like, I don't get it. I don't get it. Yeah, I'm not even gonna like fish to interpret it, because it's not even my business if it's not gonna like naturally come to me, because literally who cares? All I know is like, if that falls down, it's gonna have to get replaced somehow, and that's gonna be like moderately annoying, but it's still gonna be possible. That, or I'll just not have curtains for a little bit. If they fall, my dad's totally gonna think that I like did it somehow. Like, I feel like, even though it's been like that, but like the fact that it's progressively getting worse, like, I'm not like yanking the curtains off. He'll just be annoyed, like, slightly. He'll be like, why'd you do that? Like, I'll be like, I didn't. He'll be like, okay, I'll fix it like next week or tomorrow or something, you know? And then it might get like postponed a few days, but it'll still happen. Like, it'll get fixed, I think, but hopefully it just doesn't fall. Hopefully it stays supernaturally like propped up like it currently is, because it doesn't even make sense how it currently is. So, on to, I don't even know what this spell is for. But you know what we're gonna do? We're gonna be so weird. I'm gonna seal this with wax. Should we give a better angle to where you don't feel like you can't even know me anymore? Like, I feel like you either see me or this bag, and it's like not working. Okay, there we are. Now I'm literally just going to, where'd I put the letter? Where did I put it? Wait, imagine I lost it. Oh, I found it. Okay. I'm literally just gonna use these little tea light candles and do something super crazy. You can't even see it. Okay. It didn't even work. Okay, once the wax, like, you know, melts down, I'm just gonna like drip it over the bag. And inside, I have a lot of herbs and a lot of like toilet paper and a lot of trash and plastic. And now we're gonna seal it, and no, I don't know what it's for. It's literally just what I felt like doing after I sealed every spell jar I have. And I was right about the count, because I said it was between like 16 and 22, but I said it was less than 22, I think. And so I counted and it was 21. So to say it's less than 22 is very oddly specific, considering how did I know? How did I know visually? And I wanted to be like, there's no way I could possibly know visually, but how did I know visually that it was less than 22? And it was exactly 21. How did I know? I'm just brilliant. But you would never know, because I'm not gonna go out of my way to say I'm brilliant, because then you can prove me wrong. Or you could try to. There's not much to do. I'm literally just looking at the candle. You can look at the candle too, until enough of it melts, and then we'll drip it over. And I don't have enough candles, probably. I have this many. So it might be enough, it might not be. We're going for like not fully covered, because not fully covered is gonna be the only option. Okay. Well, I kinda need to wait. I don't like waiting. It's gonna take forever. It's like not even melting anymore. We're gonna light a few, because this is literally going to take our whole lives if we don't. I don't know, the curtains, the whole story with that, it makes me like wary of the future, honestly, because I do think future evil eye is like a thing. I sometimes feel like people can almost like perceive you in the future and send evil eye back to like the version of you that they're perceiving, almost like a time machine. For that reason, it stresses me out, because what if that's like true? And then what if that means that like the future is like so bad that it would have caused so much evil eye to be sent back? What if that's true? Like, what if the future is like way worse than anyone would have ever... There's so much hair in this. But what if the future is like way worse than anyone would have ever thought? And then what if that literally causes like so much bad stuff? Like, and then what if... See, in the past me would have been so scared, like, what if I'm supposed to be like doing something differently because of that? Like, but I don't feel that way anymore. I'm just like I don't see it as my fault in any way, even though I would have at some point. I literally just poured wax on my hand instead. But, you know, it didn't hurt, it wasn't hot. It's not like hot glue. You like don't feel it really. Not that I recommend it, because like people have different tolerances, so imagine like it does hurt someone. Like, not my fault because I didn't tell you to do that. You told you to do that if you did it. So yeah, I do stress myself out. What if we just stole from this other candle? It's not working. Well, that worked way better than I thought. Why is it like a giant flame compared to the others? Like, why did that one take forever to like calm down? Literally, what's going on? Speaking of evil eye, it's a normal thing for people to take their curtains down and wash them, I think. I think people do that. But the fact that I hadn't done that my entire life, and the fact I only did it because I was scared of like all of the chemicals being in the air, it was so weird that my dad's girlfriend was like, she came over, like, as soon as I took the curtains down, they were like in the washing machine. And like, I heard her say to my dad when she walked in, she was like, but like annoyed and like bothered. She was like, why are there no curtains? Like, but she was like, why are there no curtains? Like, but it's like the curtains to my room. Like, yeah, I get that like the house faces the street, but considering, like, it was just weird. It was just weird. Cause like, I was like, you care that much that there's not curtains in my house currently that you're like complaining about it? Like, is it like embarrassing that like the house across the street can see that there's like no curtains and you're like also sitting here? Like, I don't get the joke there, you know? I think it's normal to wash curtains. I think it's so normal to wash curtains. Like, I think that caring if somebody else is currently washing their curtains is also weird. So it was almost like, not only do the curtains like shield me from evil eye, it's almost like even people who are friends can send evil eye when they're like speaking to you in a way that's like more aggressive than normal, or like whatever, you know, like. So I think that like the curtains are also like a reminder to people, like, don't send unnecessary evil eye. But why is the default that they would in this specific room of the house? Why is the default that they would have sent evil eye? Even people who are like supposed to be like friends, right? Like, you know what I'm saying though? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not getting it. I'm not getting the situation. I'm not getting it. Like, is the evil eye to me? Is the evil eye to my bedroom specifically? Like, you know what I'm saying? Where is the like, the common trend here? Because I've never in my life, never in a million years have I seen such bad evil eye towards me for living in one room of my house. What is like this mystical portal that I apparently live within? Like, What is this? What am I missing here? Because I have to be the one who's missing something here, right? Like it has to mean something at that point. It's so drastically different from other things that I've experienced, like it has to mean something. I don't know what it has to mean, but it has to mean something, right? What am I missing? This is turning out so well. I'd show you, but the wax is white and the bag is white and you just wouldn't get it. Like, you just wouldn't, like... You know what I mean? Can you see it? Because it's all over it, but can you see it? I think not, baby kitten. Oh, it's the bag. I thought the bag was too close for a second. This is literally the texture of mashed potatoes, but it's just the wax melted. I'm totally ruining this desk, but it's also termite eaten. Like, I feel like my dad would be like, why are you ruining the desk? You know what I mean? But, like, to me, the desk is literally, like, broken anyway and, like, trash. Termite eaten completely. So, I don't think it matters. Sabrina Carpenter and Chapel Roan were both in my dream last night. They were both in my dream last night. Literally. It was actually super adorable at first. So here's the deal. Here's what happened in my dream. I was seeing things through Sabrina Carpenter's eyes in my dream last night. Which is funny because I'm pretty sure she was just in Orlando, or like it's this weekend she's in Orlando or something like that, right? So like within 2 days from me or something that she's in Orlando or was in Orlando, which is not far from me. It's the same state, the same general like portion of the state, a lot closer than she normally is because she's normally in like Japan or something, right? Like, not actually, but like, you know, she goes places. She goes places that I don't go. So the odds that she would be there when she's also in my dreams, like, it's kind of funny, right? Kind of funny. So it was so cute. I was Sabrina Carpenter, but she was also Sabrina Carpenter. I was just like, she was Sabrina Carpenter, obviously, because she is Sabrina Carpenter, but I was a spectator who was possessing Sabrina Carpenter at the same time while she was Sabrina Carpenter. You know how when you play like Minecraft Hunger Games back in the day, not now, I don't know, maybe the servers are up still, I don't know anything about it now, but I used to play Minecraft Hunger Games like all the time. When I was in like 7th grade, like instead of sleeping, I would always just play Minecraft Hunger Games. So when I would play Minecraft Hunger Games, after you die, you become a spectator and you have to just be a ghost the entire time. So in my dream, I was possessing because my spirit was within Sabrina Carpenter. We were sharing a vessel in that moment, and I was seeing everything she sees, feeling and experiencing everything she experiences, but she was the one who was really making the choices, but I perceived that I was also helping to make all of the choices that she made. So, literally possession, I don't know. Why was I possessing Sabrina Carpenter in my dream? It was cute though, it was positive. Neither of us were aware of it, except I was just aware that I was Sabrina Carpenter, and then it like clicked for me, but I don't think she was ever aware of it at any point in the dream. Because yeah, we were still two separate people, but it was very blended. Very, very blended. Okay, so, and we were on stage for her short and sweet tour. And so that was really cool. Now, she and I, as one person combined in one body, we didn't always know where to go on stage or exactly what to do, but we were very, very, very comfortable with ourselves and our decision to like wing it and just like trust ourselves that like we would be able to play it off if we like made a mistake. And I think that's so fitting because clearly her personality is very much like that too. So I was like, oh, that's so funny. Like when I woke up, you know, I was like, how fitting is that? How funny is that, right? Anyway, that was super cute. It was just adorable. Like, it was just adorable. Like, I guess how I would describe it, I felt like everything that she perceives is perceived as being just as adorable as she is perceived by others. Does that make sense? Like her perception was kind of different. It was like she perceived a lot of things as being adorable. Like running on stage was like an adorable experience for her to have. Like as if she was like watching a kitten do it, but it was herself doing it. And so I got to experience that as her as well. So that was great. But then Chapel Run was there, but there was like this rivalry. I'm not saying there's actually a rivalry between them, but I am saying that at that point there was this rivalry a little bit, right? Between me / Sabrina Carpenter, but in her body on her tour. Does that make sense? Not in an invasive way, we were both happy. Like, this is getting weird. More like in a possession way, but we were both happy. Like, it wasn't like doing something like evil, you know? It was like very positive for both of us, in my experience. Like, that sounds so weird to explain. It wasn't something I was aware of till it was already like going on, you know? That's how that part of the dream was. We were just, Sabrina / I, we were running down the stage, and it was such an adorable experience to have. And then Chapel Run was there. And that was the moment where I stopped being combined with Sabrina Carpenter. She became her own separate person, I became my own separate person, and then Chapel Run was there. And the issue was like Chapel Run, she was intentionally, not an issue, but like in the dream, she had like a different personality in a way. Not really even her personality, but like she, like as an actual person, her personality in the dream was different than her own personality. And so her personality in the dream was like she was intentionally, instead of like playing things off, intentionally like playing them up, I guess. And so, wow, I don't know, it sounds like tea on the stars, but I've never met them. So like they just come to my dreams, you know? Like it's not actually like tea on them because like I never met them. I don't know, but it's funny. So she would intentionally play everything up. So at one point in time, Chapel Run didn't know where to go on stage. Instead of being like, oh, I'm gonna trust that I'll figure out what to do when I get there, that Sabrina Carpenter and I did when we were combined as one person. For some reason, Chapel Run, she was very stressed. She said, like, I don't know, because I think she just had I've never met her, but I think she has a different personality in my dream. Because this was weird. She was very annoyed, very angry, passive-aggressive. She was yelling into the microphone and running around a lot and yelling into the microphone like, I don't know where to go and I can't mess up this movie. I've been working on it for 2 years. And I was like, huh? This movie? You're working on a movie? You've been working on this movie for 2 years? I was confused. I think, I don't know what the movie is. Maybe like, it could have been anything. I really don't know. Maybe in my dream she was like working on a movie. It was weird. And then it was funny because it was like Sabrina Carpenter would kind of like roll her eyes at like Chapel Run, like, I guess, playing up not knowing things. Whereas Sabrina Carpenter and I combined as one person would like play that down for some reason in that moment in the dream because I had to, I guess, see how each of them would handle certain things differently and then interact. Like, it was weird, you know? But that was literally what happened. That was that, you know. I don't think, well, Sabrina has been in my dreams before. To be fair, she and I have made a little turnaround. The first dream I ever had that had Sabrina Carpenter in it. Basically, there was this blonde girl that looked similar to Sabrina Carpenter. And I, in this bedroom. We each had a bed. The other girl was like chained to her bed. I was not. I was just there. But I was also witnessing the fact that Sabrina Carpenter had chained her to the bed, and now Sabrina Carpenter was holding an axe and like trying to actually like chop up the girl that, I don't know if this can go on YouTube, hopefully, but like that was literally like, that was my first dream with Sabrina Carpenter, was her as an axe murderer, and I was trying to help the other girl that looked like Sabrina escape. That was my first dream ever with Sabrina Carpenter. Now that was a few years ago, or whenever she was on tour with Taylor Swift, at the very start of their tour together. Whenever that was during the Eras tour, but at the very start. So that was, or like the very start of Sabrina's portion of it. So that was my first experience ever, like meeting Sabrina Carpenter in dreams. I was trying to rescue people from her. Now, we've come a very long way where we can even somehow inhabit the same body peacefully and not even notice that each other, you know, has a separate consciousness. I don't know how, but we've somehow like really come far with that, you know? I like to think that that's positive, that we have made progress there. You know, who knows? I have no idea. Yeah. And I've never had a dream with Chapel Run that I can remember. And she's also very new onto the scene. Anyway, a lot of times my dreams will end with a quote and then I wake up. Like a closing remark. And that one was, people should be paying more attention. And then my dream was over. People should be paying more attention. And again, I don't even have an interpretation. I'm not even looking for one. I just wanted to share that because how funny is it to have both of them in my dreams? It was very entertaining. Very fun. That one I liked. The Sabrina Carpenter one, this was a Sabrina Carpenter one, but the original Sabrina Carpenter dream I had was very much a horror movie. So I'm glad that things have come around since then. That's not me farting, if you can hear anything. It's literally the chair itself is like squeaky because everything's termite eaten. If I did, that would be funny though. And then I would probably tell you anyway. So the fact that it's not, you already know that it's definitely not. I love how this is at 57 minutes. Maybe I should go live in the future at some point. I feel like at some point in the future I will start like going live instead of just doing like long form videos. But going live still scares me because then it's like there's just people on there, you know? Like that's terrifying that people can interact in real time. That scares me. And there's nothing to be afraid of, but it still scares me. It's so funny. I just remembered how much children can like mirror their parents when they're like super young. Like I remember every time I was like getting in trouble as a little kid, I always, felt like I didn't do anything wrong. And then I remember times when I would be like, well, am I gonna give up on my parents learning that they're the one who did something wrong here, like in my brain, right? Like if I would get in trouble for something, I was like, well, if I don't stand up for myself, how are they ever gonna learn that they were the one who did something wrong here? Like, and then I would get in trouble for like standing up for myself because you can't talk back to your parents as a little kid or they won't let you. But I was like, so am I supposed to give up on them and not teach them anything? Like, like I didn't know. But I feel like maybe kids mirror their parents. Or maybe I was the one thinking like that in that moment. I don't know. But I find that very funny. that I was trying, as like a 3-year-old, a 4-year-old, a 5-year-old, like I was trying to find teachable moments with them, which doesn't really make sense because I was the kid. But like, what was I doing? Like, I was trying to be so strategic as to how I could teach them when they were right and wrong, even though I was like a baby. So maybe I was just mirroring them. Or maybe my past life self did not agree with whatever and like wanted to like educate them, but that's not even how it works when you're a child, you know? Like, how wild was that? So weird. Look at that. It's trying to escape. To that degree. I have to be careful because sometimes the little wick part like tries to escape when it gets too hot. This is going so well. I need some more on this side, and then we'll be done. Okay, last candle that I'm gonna light that I even have. Because I don't have a lack mindset and I know that there will be other candles. Whoa, I almost put out the candle with this wax by accident. That does not work.